Hey buddy, it's John, and I'm back doing another Construct 2 tutorial, just kind of out of the blue. Came to me this week, and this is pretty much it. So I'm going to go over the layout, and then we're going to go over the code. So right off the bat, I have a background. I have a player sprite, but it's set up to where it has an animation frames of different planes that you can get when you get certain high scores. The frame speed is set to 0, so you won't see it flicker through the different animations. It's kind of like, okay, you get to score 100, plane 2 or plane 3 is unlocked. If we start with, as you can see right here, we actually start with plane 0. So by default, we start with plane 0. When we reach 100 points, we unlock plane 1, and then 2, and then 3, so on and so forth. This is kind of really simple. I'll put the link to the project down below so you can play around with it, change it, have fun with it. Every second that we are alive, we get a point. Every time we get rockets, we have rockets that actually attack us. Zoom in on one of those. It's a simple sprite rocket. Every time they destroy each other, we get points. Every time they destroy us, the score is basically reset inside the game, but there's a master overall score, as you can see on this blue square, and it will save your last score. So say you were at 100, and the next game you're only at 4. It's just kind of like I have to keep battling. It's not a multi-score keeper. At that point, you would just compare say you had a top score and a second top score, you would compare which one's the highest. So if your new score, say, is 500, but your two older scores are, like, score 1 is, say, 450, and then score 2 is 200, it's going to replace it. It's going to compare if it's bigger, and then by how much. But we're not actually going to do that. I'm going to keep it simple, silly. This gray box is a spawner. It basically spawns out the rockets. This gray box, if I can click on it, it's actually a particle effect. It's for the rocket. And this green box is actually allows you, it's every time you get to the menu, which is basically the same layout. This is to keep everything very simple and on the same layout. It'll say, hey, you can retry the game, but you have now unlocked a new plane, and you can use it. So they're going to be grayed out when you don't have the points for them, and the plane that you do have the points for will suddenly be unlocked, or it can announce it. This is going to be mainly a one-type video. However, I'm going to release a other video when it's all complete. I just wanted to put something up for you guys. So a global number score, so that keeps track of all your scores. And then we have your mouse/finger plane control. I'm actually going to be doing a Android port of this, so I'm actually going to be showing you that also. System, so every tick, the plane sprite will move forward 2 pixels, and it will rotate to the mouse, or in this case, your finger, at 3 degrees. Every tick, we're going to have a sprite 2, or in this case the missile, move forward 1.5 pixels. So you can also have it accelerate, so every, not every tick, but say you could actually set it, instead of every tick, you could actually set this to every second. So every X seconds, do something, and then every X seconds after that, we're going to accelerate 0.1 speed. That way it gets faster and faster and faster. Okay, on start of layout, we're going to pin the particle to the sprite, and then on missile spawner, every 2 seconds, it's actually going to launch a missile. Missile item, so when the rocket hits the sprite, it's on collision with sprite 2. Sprite 2 is going to destroy, so it's going to, destroy itself, and then system is going to add 5 to score, and then we're going to set text to score. So on that, we just do this. Okay, so we go to text, and then we look up set text. So set text to, and what's our global variable? Score. We're going to say okay to that one. Okay, and then we're going to be setting that for the every 1 second add 1 to score, and text set text to score. Death, when your rocket hits your sprite, system restart layout, system reset global variables to default, except we're going to not do that for the overall score. This is where we might have to individually go to like text and then clear it, or go to score itself, go to system, set value, and then go to score and then reset it. And then we would have another score called global variables or something like that. So it wouldn't reset that one. Okay, so that's it for the video. I'm going to show you a quick little layout. So as you can see, it's following my mouse. We have a rocket incoming. We have a couple rockets incoming. We're going to see if we can get them to destroy each other. Boom. So when we get to 100, we're actually going to unlock a ship. I need to set it to also delete the sprite. And then what I was also thinking is that like on click, you could actually use bullets, so like your machine gun, to actually destroy the bad guys or these rockets, so you can actually defend yourself. And then on the jets, like on 2 and then on 3, they would actually have rockets. You'd be limited to those. And then certain rockets that got launched had specials where you could reload your rocket. So I might do an unofficial part 2 with special abilities, and then I'll just upload it to a bunch of HTML sites, and then Google Play for you guys to like just play around with. It'll be free, just so you can test it. Also, project will be down below this version, and then the additional add-on version should be up in the next 2 or 3 days. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was a small little video I just like really wanted to put out. I haven't done a Construct 2 video in a while, but it was fun. I want to do a couple more and then pop over to Construct 3 and then do the Godot engine and then switch over to Unity. But I have accounting classes this semester, and then I'm taking one cyber software for like server antivirus class. So 5 classes this semester at college, so I'll be really booked, but I can put out videos too. So see you guys later. Bye.